I have a clarification, I believe, for Mr. O'Brien. He alluded to the fact that Moody's had changed their rating of the township. Actually, that's a bit inaccurate. My understanding of what Moody's Investment Services did was to change the designation from AA1, but essentially the rating is unchanged. They didn't increase it to AAA. What I think that's my understanding. Their intent in doing so, after all these years, was to bring the rating into compliance with other agencies so that throughout the industry, the ratings would be more clear and understood. And Vicki, I think you might have been the one to send that memo. Am I correct on that?
Yes, it was a recalibration. The Moody's and Fitch, actually, rating systems, they tended to rate corporate entities at in a different scale than they did government entities or public entities. And they recalibrated, so the information that they sent to us indicated that it was not, in effect, a change in our rating system, just a recalibration, and nothing that we did or didn't do impacted that recalibration.
Thank you for that clarification. And that's all I have.
Thank you.
Yes, a couple things here. I find it hard to believe in this day and age of scrutiny, in fact, high scrutiny of financial institutions, whether they be government, corporate, or otherwise, that a rating change going up or down doesn't hold a whole lot of weight. Many firms, many entities dread that review, and quite frankly, a rating change is a rating change, and it was a AA1, which is excellent. And as of the middle of April, the township does have a AAA. So that speaks highly of the township and the fiscal responsibility that we've had for many years, including the present time frame.
Mirror Mrs. Rice's comments regarding the change in our Moody's rating. Having been directly and actively involved in the rating process the last time around, I can assure you that it was long and it was painful, but it was highly productive in the end that we came out with such a fine rating. I can assure you that we have not been reevaluated, and if we were to be reevaluated, it would probably not be a good thing. Thank you. Law Director, Margaret Comey.
Would you like to expand on the last portion of that comment, please?
I'm sorry?
Would you expand on the last portion of that sentence? It would not be a good thing?
That's correct. Yes. Because the township's reserves are not the same as what they were before. Okay? And one of the major factors in the decision-making process was based on the dollar reserves that the township had. Therefore, it would probably not be a good thing for them to come here and reevaluate us.
So you're saying that when they issued the report in April, just a few months ago, that they didn't have all the available information?
No, I did not say that at all. Did I say that?
I'm trying to understand.
Why would you say I said something? I did not say that. I said it would be a good thing that they not reevaluated, because in my opinion, there is a possibility that it might not be as positive as it was before based on reserve accounts. Period. End of sentence.
So there's been a significant change from April 23rd till today?
April 23rd? What are you talking about? When did they do the evaluation?
I think, excuse me, really, we need to listen to what Mrs. Earhart said. You can put any A's and 1s and 2s and 3s. I think it does go 1, 2, 3, is my recollection of that industry. It doesn't matter. In April, they did not reevaluate the township, Mr. O'Brien. They simply designated a different number which still equates to the AA1. Whatever it was, they didn't raise it to a AAA, and it was a recalculation to bring it into compliance with the industry, period. That's all it was.
They did not look at
They did not look at our financials.
Right?
So-
They haven't looked at our financials since
Since
the
they
rating
left.
in 2007.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about here. A
So in today-
reevaluation. That was not a reevaluation.
So in
say
today-
it 16 times, you can keep saying it.
Yeah.
They didn't, and it wasn't able. It was whenever, when was that, Ken?
2007.
2000.
When we went out for
I-
our bond.
I'm-
It was half a year.
I'm looking at something here with Moody's, and the date on it is April 23rd, 2010. So it's, I can't believe in today's day and age that some gentleman or woman is going to put their name on a report without looking at all available information that they
They
have.
didn't.
This was
It
not a
was-
report. What kind of, you're not paying attention.
Okay.
This was not a report. They changed everybody in the state. There was a public sector rating to make them compatible with private sector ratings. They didn't consult with us. They didn't ask for our statements. They didn't do anything. They simply took all public sector ratings and made them the same, equal with the private sector. That simple. That's all it was. Law Director Margaret Comey. Margaret Comey.
I
Just to
have
see.
no report per se, except to support the report that Ms. Earhart and actually Ms. Rice have made in regard to the rating services. And Moody's has undertaken a national recalibration, and it is referred to as the recalibration, as Vicki indicated. And the Ohio recalibrated ratings were released, I thought, in early May. I guess your letter may have been dated at the end of April.
And just to reiterate, it wasn't just Moody's, it was Fitch Rating Service also. Both organizations did.
So to address Mr. Capper's concerns about a rating going down for the township, that we can easily say, that that hasn't been the case. The township has not gone down in a rating.
No, it has not,
Okay.
no. It's my understanding that it is the underlying rating or analysis remains unchanged. It's a recalibration of the scale.
Those ratings would not be based on the year 2010
No.
anyway, and very little on 2009 usually. So.
No.